What's up, people? Time for another middle of the night convo. Right. So, I was on Facebook last night, and I'm in these little groups. You know what I'm saying? And every so often, I get these random posts that people post in those groups. Up on the little news feed thing, and somebody posted one talking about they're having a kind of custody drama going on with their kid and baby daddy. And this girl, she had really, really pretty eyes, and so did her daughter. I was like, wow. So I went to her page, started looking on her page. I scrolled down, and she has all these good quotes. I was like, ooh, some good quotes. And one of them was something along the lines of, she said, like, just like the spider casts its web and then, lives on it, like, so do we cast our dreams and then live in them, something like that. She said, we're basically just like the spider, right? And I was like, ooh, that's a good quote. And it really is, because it kind of articulates a certain, like, natural function of our lives with our energy. And we really do, we cast out our energy, and it's in the world. And we kind of we live within whatever sphere of, energy we create, you know what I mean? And that's a good quote. And, I had been on, that type of thought pattern in the past, right? And, I went through a lot of crazy stuff in the last, like, 2 years. And so I guess I kind of lost sight a little bit. And that one quote kind of brought me back, like, realign my whole situation. I felt, and I wrote that. I didn't even meet the girl, didn't even talk to her before. But I said, I think this one quote, kind of reinvigorated my life or something like that. And because it was good, it was good at modeling the natural function. You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, it's common sense. Some people, they have issues, and that they got issues with their energy that causes a bunch of other crap to be messed up. And so really, one way I say it is, like, it kind of rectified my situation, like, put it all in the right one direction, proper order. And so yeah, that was a good quote. And like I said, I've been on that type of stuff for a while. Just in the last, like, 2 years or so, random stuff been happening, and kind of just totally threw me off, and kind of, I guess, lost sight a little bit. But not, I mean, I'm telling you, like, life really came at me hard. And once you kind of, how do you say it, lose control a little bit, kind of just start spiraling until you grab it right back. And that one quote kind of helped me grab it right back. But it makes you conscious of your own energy. It makes you conscious of the sphere of influence that you have. You know what I mean? And in that way, that's like the basis of so much. What a lot of people might call spirituality. Just becoming aware of your energy, and how it plays a part in your life. And it's one of the most important things. Like, if you rectify your energy, it's going to help your health. You know what I mean? If you have a really cringy energy, a really, I guess, just messed up energy, it's going to be messing up your whole situation. You know what I mean? You're going to be trying to live within, like the woman said, it's like the spider that casts its web and then lives on it. You know what I mean? If you just put out some crappy energy, you're going to be having a crappy web. You know what I mean? It's just going to be, it's not going to be good. And So the energy is like so primary, and people always use this term they call glowing up these days, and I mean literally all that is for the most part is just rectifying the energy, and usually there's like behavior that follows, like people start taking care of themselves and stuff, but just if you can rectify that energy, it kind of everything else kind of just goes natural, it kind of follows that, and I don't know quite how to describe it. Kind of just once the energy's right, everything kind of flows right. You know what I mean? Health flows, life flows, beauty flows, whatever. And it's just so important just to think like that, to become conscious of the energy, and kind of rectify it. And I mean, like I'm telling you, I've been about that for like almost a decade at this point, and like I said, about 2 years ago, shit just started. I got to a crazy situation, like super high stress, like I can't even tell you the details, but like fucking retarded, insane, like almost like the type of shit motherfuckers would have to deal with when going to war type shit, just like crazy levels of stress. Whereas before that, I was always about my homeostasis and, my peace and having my chakras aligned, whatever you want to call it, basically having my shit straight. That's what I was before. And then this shit happened. It just threw me out so hard. And then I guess I just forgot that that's what I was doing before, and that's kind of what got thrown off. And then I'm telling you, just yesterday, that one quote got me back on track. And it just made me conscious of my own energy, exactly like I'm talking about. And it's so important. It's so freaking important. If, like I said, if you rectify the energy, the body, everything kind of follows. And like health happens, you know what I'm saying? And whatever. But if your energy's all messed up, I'm telling you, your body's going to be trying to live on that web, within that sphere of this, kind of disorderly energy, and it ain't gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like, your body will follow that, and it's like it's gonna fuck all types of stuff up. It's gonna get you all twisted up. You don't want that, believe me. I mean, and that's basically what I've been through for like the last 2 years. And so yeah, I'm glad that girl wrote that, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because, I mean, this really is one of the craziest parts. Like I said, I've been about that for about a decade. And like before that, I don't remember anybody really being about anything like this. I kind of came upon that on my own. And I feel like more or less I kind of taught people, in large part. And then, here we are, like a bunch of people doing it. And then when I lost my way, I had somebody who had, I guess, in one way or another, probably maybe have learned from me, maybe not indirectly, but, I think a lot of people learned from me, and it kind of became a trend of sorts. So, kind of indirectly, possibly, may have learned from me indirectly. I guess we could say that. I'm not trying to take claim for something that really wasn't me, but I do remember before this, or before, whatever, like I don't remember anybody talking about this type of stuff, and I kind of, like I said, learned it and then kind of taught other people. And I guess in one way or another it became a thing. And yeah, so whenever, I lost my way, thank God, I suppose, that somebody was there to kind of help me get back on track, and that is amazing. That's awesome, you know what I mean? And actually kind of remember, thinking about that. I was like, yeah, man, because I knew I wasn't perfect. I knew things got me fucked up sometimes and threw me off. And, I remember I was like, man, if everything is like this, then, I could kind of do that. And, if the whole world's kind of rectified, you might say, then, I can kind of it'll help get me back on track, basically. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. I remember thinking that a while back. And so yeah, man, that's kind of just, a little something about energy. There's a lot more to that. There's a lot of stuff involved with the energy stuff. The energy stuff's like the secret, superpower of, us, for real. You can do a lot with it. You can manipulate the whole situation out here, you know what I mean? It's a superpower for real if you know how to use it right. And so yeah, man, that's a little intro maybe. Might talk about some other stuff about it later, we'll see. And but yeah, if you wanna, I'm telling you, a lot of people got these problems. You can tell where their energy is just too much stress. It'll throw you off and mess you up, And all you gotta really do is just rectify a situation, you know what I mean? Become aware of your energy and just fucking live in it, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta live in like a sphere of positive, rectified energy, you know what I mean? It's a healthy environment that you create for yourself to live in, a healthy environment of energy to live in. You know what I mean? It's like your bubble, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, it's not like literally a bubble, because I'm out here and it's just your energy that's about you. You know what I mean? It just follows you. It's like a sphere around you. It's real stuff. It's real stuff. It's not made up. It's not imaginary. It's fucking so real. And all you really gotta do is become aware of it and kind of turn it into certain positive energy. And, I swear I don't remember anybody doing this well before. I remember the steps that I took into kind of understanding this stuff. And, I think I did in one way or another kind of help people get on this level, you might say. And thankfully, like I said, whenever I got thrown off, most people were already rectified or whatnot. And thankfully that girl wrote that, because it really just helped me kind of model it, and it's very good. So just like the spider's web, that casts its web and lives upon it, so do we cast our dreams and live within them, and that has everything to do with your energy. And I'm telling you, positive energy is so real. It's so important for your whole being, you know what I mean? There's a lot to it. There's a lot, how energy interacts with matter, how we're made up of water, and water's polarized, and it's a dielectric, and the energy totally, affects how the whole thing is, one way somebody said it is like, sometimes your blood, if it's alkaline, you're healthy, but if it's acidic, it's no good. And if you look at alkaline blood under a microscope, it's all the blood cells are kind of separated. When it's acidic, it's kind of all jumbled up. So, if you have this good energy about you that really is not, that's just rectified, like I said, it kind of, I guess you could say to some degree has an electrostatic charge that kind of keeps everything kind of nice and fluffed up, you might say. And on the other hand, if your energy's messed up, it's just it collapses basically, and you get that acidic blood type thing that so many people talk about. And you could talk to doctors, and they talk about how the pH is so important, and but they say it's a tightly regulated system. You can put down baking soda, and it's really not going to change the pH of your blood too much, because your body will naturally just balance it to what it wants basically. And the way to control your bodily functioning that way is, like I said, with the energy, rectify the energy. I'm telling you. It's just something I know intuitively. Um, it's how you see people, do what they keep calling, that's how they glow up. That's a funny term, but whatever, it's part of the same thing. It's all about rectifying that energy and, kind of, just being kind of just saturated with positive energy. And, you live in that bubble. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. And it's so important. It's so real. And once that energy is rectified, your body will, it's almost like an energetic scaffold for, the physical to kind of build and grow upon. And you know what I mean? It's like you might be pretty messed up, but once you rectify that energy, your body will kind of reach a certain level of homeostasis and naturally kind of get back to growing, and healing and whatever. One thing about the human organism, like we know this, is like we don't function properly when we're under crazy amounts of stress, okay? And what happens when you're under stress? Your energy collapses. You know what I mean? You don't have that nice, smooth homeostasis. Look at cats. You see like nice, well-kept cats. They're all chill. They got good energy about them. But then look at a feral cat who's just always around stress. He's crazy. His fur is going crazy. Everything. His energy's gone mad. I mean, you can see that, and yeah. So once your energy's straight, I'm telling you, you'll be brushing your hair, and you'll groom yourself right, and you'll set yourself up straight, just like a cat. You know what I mean? And but if your energy's crazy, you're gonna be looking like a feral cat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get their energy straight, and I mean that's why they're looking like all crazy. You know what I'm saying? And other people, on the other hand, they get their energy right, and then naturally they're gonna groom themselves nice, keep their shit straight. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be looking good. It's homeostasis at the end of the day. But like I said, scientists, we know about ourselves that bodily functions don't really work properly when we're stressed, and that's because our energy is different. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's probably a physiological aspect of it as well, with just this cringing and whatever. You're stressed. You're like, ooh, gotta, everything, all your, raccoons hanging out. Sorry. All your bodily functions, they're getting ready for a fight or flight reflex type thing. So, but if you can reach the homeostasis, like I said, like a cat does, then you'll be looking good, you're gonna be feeling good, you're gonna be healthy, you're gonna be glowed up, whatever. And it's good stuff, I'm telling you. So yeah, rectify the energy, and then your body will just kind of naturally glow up, and it'll grow along that energy scaffold, you might say, and it'll be good. And I'm telling you, I see a lot of people, that's all they really gotta do is just become conscious of their energy, and just create a positive, sphere or bubble of, like the woman said, just like the spider, that casts its web and lives upon it, so do we cast our dreams and live within them. It's so real. It's so freaking real. And, if you're, let's say you're somewhere and there's a lot of stuff going on, sometimes it's like what I call negative stimuli or dangerous stimuli. It'll make you fearful. When you're fearful, you anticipate bad things happening. When you anticipate bad things happening, you're like, you cast, it's like a negative energy. You're like, oh no. And, it's very similar to, as that girl said, we cast our dreams and then live within them. If you're thinking something negative is going to happen, you're going to be casting a negative energy. And if you have that negative energy, it's going to be not that good, especially if it lasts a long time. If it's a persistent negative energy, it's just gonna be terrible. So, you still gotta live, you still gotta function. You do have to have a fight or flight reflex wherever you go. But like I said, just like the cat, you can get your whole situation straight and look good. Feel good, be healthy, and just like the feral cat, if you're too bombarded with what do you want to call it? If you're too bombarded with kind of dangerous stimuli, then it's just gonna have you going crazy. Your whole energy's gonna get messed up, and you ain't gonna feel good. And so yeah, learn from cats. Cats got it. Cats are Zen masters, as I think Eckhart Tolle said it. Cats got it. A lot of animals got it. A lot of people are getting it nowadays too. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I went through crazy shit, stressed out, crazy. Probably got some, I don't know, but that quote helped me, and now I'm trying to help you. So hopefully this helps. And I'm telling you, a lot of people, I can see it. Their main problem is just their energy's messed up. Look at a cat. The cat keeps itself nice and groomed and perfect. It has a nice chill homeostasis, has a nice good chill vibe. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's messing with it. It's just chilling. Ain't got time for no BS. But if you got crazy shit, stressing you out, you're gonna be like flipping. You know what I mean? Be like the cat. Be chill. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you're gonna feel healthy. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel nice. You're gonna feel right. You know what I'm saying? Just like the spider casts its web and lives upon it, so do we cast our dreams and live within them. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for listening. Thank that girl for that quote. I don't even know her name. I might put a link or something. I don't know if I will, I might not, but shout out to that girl, because she really helped me out. And like I said, I'm just trying to help you out now. So there you go. Thank you guys for listening. Much love. Stay tuned for more stuff. Stay straight. Stay good. You know what I'm saying? Be like the cats. Don't be all crazy and shit. Just chill. You gotta learn to chill. It's unhealthy to be crazy stressed. You know what I mean? They done told you this a million times. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm out. Peace.